Simone Micheli is an internationally award-winning architect. He founded the architect studio in the 1999 and the 2003. He created the architect company Simone Micheli, Architectural Hero, together with Roberta Colla. The company is based in Florence, Milan, Punta al Dia, Dubai, Rabat, and Busan. Present in the most important international exhibition, his creations are characterized by strong identity. I'm very proud to have here Simone Micheli.
Simone. Then, no, okay, before to start, I wanna do a question for you, but just because it's my desire, I need to ask you something. Because I remember when we met one of the first time, I remember the fact that you followed a certain others. In your idea there was this fact of the wellness and the hospitality, no? But really years and years ago, before the actual situation where we have these teams that are conclamated, that are really part of our activity. In this sense, you was or you are a pioneer in this field, and this for me is one of the most important aspect of your work. What do you think about this? It's true, or you imagine yourself in another way?
Thank you very much, Massimo. I believe that one pioneer, yes, in one part is true, because I think that from the beginning that my principal mission was and is create masterpiece inside of the hotel market, but not only. So thank you very much also, Andrea, for the presentation. So we can proceed to the I started a lot of years ago when we met together, 36, 37 years ago. I started to design object, hotel, villas, but the story for me is quite the same. I explain also to my students that realize one machine for coffee or one hotel for me is the same story. Because if you think with me, and believe in me, if you think about one machine for coffee, you understand that inside you find life. Because there is coffee, water, bacteria, virus. There is one kind of life different or respect our life. We stay in one ambit like this. Like one little piece of coffee. Another scale, but for one architect, one designer is the same. Also for you, Massimo, design one seats, one armchair, or one architecture is the same. The important for me is to realize one very iconic, very distinctive architecture. Now you can see some my work that realize all over the world, interior design. But I spent few words to present Simone Micheli to you. We realize architecture project, master plan on big land, interior design and design. When we realize interior, we work with our design. I don't choose from the market, the product. I design for a lot of companies all over the world. I pick up the industrial product, I put inside for give more distinctivity to the project, for give one new soul on the project. I believe that it's a real good idea, create for our new world real masterpiece. So when we realize hotel, we make a focus on these items. It's very important that one architect realize his dream, but it's so important that for the hotel market create one very unique and distinctive project is too important for make money, because now if one guy work with one international company, it's very real complicated to do something wonderful. It's amazing, because the rule of the architectural company that produce in the hotel market for big brand make a big confusion for realize masterpiece. For understand better these items, I try to explain to you my philosophy in few words. My philosophy is transform the complexity of our time and simplicity and create a work of art. When I make an exemplification for you. Some years ago, I believe in 2004 perhaps, I designed the restaurant for the Olympic game in Torino. The manager of Rifugio Piemonte said to me, Simone, come to visit the space for understand the spirits of one chef that take care about management of the restaurant. The name is Davide Scabin. You never see? It's amazing chef. You know Davide? So I will, with my guest, was to take the taste to the restaurant of Davide in Combalzero in Torino. Davide don't come to me to say hello, but the assistant come to me and say to me, we have 24 dishes on experimental kitchen, but I explain to you about only one. The main dishes is virtual oyster. I said to this guy, I am allergic. Don't worry, that I speak to you about virtual, and one virtual story, not real. So sorry, I am Florentine, the wave is very little, we live in one little city, I'm not ready for understand these complicated words, so we make a game together. Arrived in a few minutes, arrived one little dishes in ceramic, one watermelon on the top, one little fish, and the guy said to me, bring on your finger the element, put in your mouth, close your eyes, start to eat. You discover in your body one taste of one amazing oyster. What I desire to say to you, when one guy live one experience that become memory, that means that you live one real work of art. No, I pay with the real money, no? Andrea said to me, yeah, I pay with virtual, not with real money. But I believe in me and follow me. This kind of oyster remain in my mind, but is a real, not real oyster, but virtual. What means that when you, I repeat, live one experience that become memory, means that you don't eat spaghetti al pomodoro or pizza margherita, but you eat one real work of art.
Perfect for your diet.
Yeah. So I try to do this in my architecture. We design everything. We start from handles, tiles, sofa when we enter inside, for give more unicity to the space. This is the story. So when I realize one hotel, for example, we speak about this, I try to give one big coherence to the hotel. We think about the sustainability, because for me it's very important. The sustainability in commercial direction, but also for the using of material that is inside of direction, this kind of direction. My architecture is very iconic. It's different from other kind of architecture, but also you, Massimo, you do one your way. So I believe that in Italy, not all architects follow this way. Each architect have his heart. So one Italian journalist 2 weeks ago was in my studio and said to me, Simone, now we can speak about your competitor. I said to her, I haven't competitor, my dear, because I'm a creator. Ah, say her to me. But in your ambient, or you have a big creativity. There is a big difference from one creator, one creativity guy. A lot of difference. I said to her, you know, Pino Daniele is one Italian singer, or Lucio Dalla. Yes, I know, the fantastic guy. Okay, these two guys are a wonderful creator who sing, and that's all. Is not a creator. So it's too simple. I believe that you, Andrea, you understand the spirits. You agree with me. For create one amazing interior design with different pieces, it's important to have one real light feeling with the ambient.
Style.
Yeah, but there is a different kind of story. In my story, I design everything. But when one architect realizes one interior design, is not so important if realize all or one part, or choose some product from the market. In my position is I design all.
Because you are like tailor-made.
Yeah, or yes, and then I keep from the market the product that I design. Taps, basin, chair, and so on. And then I finish the architecture with some furniture that I design for in custom. This is the story. In my studio, we have a studio in different part of the world, but the philosophy is the same, you know, all over city that I work. Now I start to work also in the metaverse. So we realize a lot of projects in the new world. I start to work in this kind of a new territory 1.5 years. I was in Dubai, and one my friend said to me, Simone, if you proceed to be a good guy, I can give to you the opportunity to work with me in the metaverse. I say to him, where is metaverse? And my guy Cesar said to me, Daddy, but the metaverse is another world. And they explained to me all. But I understand day by day what is the real metaverse. And now I say to you, it's a real new world for us. In a few years, all around us changing completely, because we discover other world. when we start to work, the mobile doesn't exist. Now we have the augmented reality, we have the artificial intelligence to use for create. In my studio I have one press office on 7 people. I have the copy. Usually I speak with this lady, I explain my opinion for write one article. Then the story starts to change because we can use the artificial intelligence to compose some text for the market, for the journal, for all, but in few minutes. So also I start to realize a project with the artificial intelligence. This is my new assistant because it's possible to make a transfer from the idea to the realization through this new channel. It's incredible, but I believe in 2, 3, 4 years the architecture ambient will change completely, because now you have a lot of collaborators to realize the project, but in few months, in few years, perhaps it's necessary to have different kind of collaborator that work with the artificial intelligence for create architecture. There is a new story for us, but for me the important also in this new adventure is maintain the spirits in the right direction for create work of art. The same story I live when I design one apartment, service apartment like this, or one hotel, or one office, or other kind of story. The philosophy is the same for us. Because some different element that create architecture for me it's too important, like for example the lighting project, Massimo, no? Andrea. The lighting project is too important for me. One amazing architect say at times, Louis Kahn, when the daylight touch one angle or one building, discover its magnitude. This phrase for me it's amazing because I believe that the light in my project is like a concrete, a physical material, because it's too important when we design one interior design, consider the lighting project in the equal channel of the other material, like concrete, like wood, like other story. Sometimes some journalists say to me, start before the floor plan project or the lighting project or all together. I'm a lucky guy, my dear, because when I design one new architecture, I don't know if for you, Massimo, is the same or Andrea the same. When I design, I don't design for find the idea. I make a dream. In one moment, I sign. I design on the paper on my iPad for don't lose the idea. This is the story for me.
You want my opinion?
Yeah. Why not?
I am double in this, because sometimes you have an idea and you design to represent this idea that you already have had. But mostly, for me, draw and design, that is not the same thing. It's another, there is a difference. When you draw, you are looking for something, you draw. when you design, you have already decided what to design, what to project. No?
This is a different
This
position.
is a question of words, but in a certain way is a position in the way to make a project. No?
This is different, Massimo, because I repeat, I'm a lucky guy because when I put my sign on the paper, white paper, all is clear in my mind because I dream. If Leonardo da Vinci had the possibility to use the iPhone, what's happened in the past? It's incredible, because Leonardo da Vinci designed the way of the water and so on. For me, I'm very able designer like you, but when I design, my idea is just arrive in my mind. I don't
It's
design
defined.
for
It's already defined.
all in detail, so very fast. In 5 minutes, I can do this. Or if I realize one master plan on 37 hectares, I design very fast. I can work for 5, 6, 7, 8 hours, and I finish because all is clear in my mind. For this, I say to you, to our guest, that I'm a lucky guy because this is my way to create one project. If the project is very big, I spend more time. But till I don't receive from the God the idea, I don't touch my pen. When I receive the idea, very fast, by train, in airport, by plane, I stop my way, I design. But the design, the idea that I receive from another world. This is the story.
Interesting.
So I believe that we finished the time.
I think
But
maybe
not
There is
really.
some
No,
question
no,
for us.
there are many questions for Simone
I
and
have
Michele.
a question, but after the public question.
Do you have another question, or maybe
No, but
somebody has
Before.
somebody question for Simone and
After.
Michele? Not shy.
Massimo, vai.
no, it's so interesting your mention of Leonardo da Vinci, no, because it's a classic when Italian designer and architects are in another country. And here we are in Emirates, and we are happy and honored to be here. And I think it's a paradigm of what is Italian creativity, no? Because when you speak about Leonardo da Vinci, you represent in a certain way the idea that all the world has of the Italian creativity, no? Because it's the maximum genius, okay. But at the same time, no, mention you in this case, we have a person that from a certain point of view is an artist, and from another point of view is an engineer, no? And in these two polarities, I think there is the real quality of Italian design, of Italian way to make a project, no? Because we have, firstly, the ability to be at the same time creative, at the other time, but at the same time, we have the ability to realize and to create in the real world what we have think perhaps in 1 hour or in 1 minute or in what is necessary to you. And in this case, I feel, not because I consider myself Leonardo da Vinci, obviously, I cannot say, but I recognize in myself this kind of origin. No? You are Tuscan, you are Tuscan, and the Leonardo was of Vinci, that is a city of Tuscany.
Near my city, eh?
Yeah, near your city. What do you think? Do you feel this the same origin, or
I
was
believe,
it,
Massimo, that when I did my first lesson 25 years ago in Shanghai at Tongji University, one student said to me, which is the rule for choose this kind of red? Which is the rule for create one project like the project that you show to us today? I block my words. I answer to him. Don't exist rule, because we born in Tuscany, we born in Italy, so we receive from our land a lot of stimulation, but also before our born, because we live in one ambient where the creativity, the color, the space, the situation is live with us. So don't exist rule, but we are very lucky guy, because we live in one ambient, particular ambient, because my work and your work and their work start from what we study, what we live, what we can see day by day. So we live in one incredible ambient that gives to us a lot of suggestion, but in my work I don't bring this the iconic suggestion from from the place where I live, but I transform, like you, like in your work. We transform the experience that we live day by day, but I believe that it's really important the humus that we have for realize our project, because we live in this ambient, incredible ambient. Is not America.
Yeah, sure, because a very rich is an ambient, an environment very rich of story, very rich of culture, and also when you born, you start immediately to have this kind of perception in the environment where you live. This is true. No, but I mean, this idea of Leonardo, I repeat, but I know that you understand very well, but if you want to answer, because this idea to be artist and engineer at the same time, you think it's something of real that is in our is one skill that we have, an ability that we have.
Not like Leonardo, because Leonardo da Vinci is an artist, engineer, poet, all. I consider myself like one architect that work on the skin of the product, because I am not one engineering. So if there is something to create, it's fine for me. But it's necessary to create one engineering mechanism to do something. I'm a wrong architect for this, because we can dress one creation of engineering, but in our time is not the time of Leonardo. Now the specialization for each part, it's incredible now. So it's important work in team for solve problem. So one stylist that take care about one part, one engineering that take care on another one poet, and so on. So I love this.
This is interesting, but I know that you are not here. You are not in this idea now, because no, in a certain way, because we have a vision of the human behind, the human evolution, no? That normally we call Darwinian, no? By Darwin, no? there is a tiger, there is an elephant, there is a fish, there is a monkey. But we know is not the fluxus of the reality, the fluxus, no? Because if you see this in a human perception, okay, you can take a photo in this moment and you find different animals made in this way, you know, and this is the Darwinian vision. But we know that there is a continuous evolution in every aspect. Okay, we can take a picture now and be Darwinian, but we know that the evolution is continuous, no? In this sense, what do you think? Specialization in the evolution has a sense in our work or is a limit?
This is our life. Day by day, all architect, doctor, proceed in this direction, the super specialization. This is our life. I believe that in the near future, perhaps this is one limitation, but this is our life. Now, when you go in the center of the city, the people are alone with the mobile. So it's difficult that I say to you, sorry guy, you can help me for go in Monte Napoleone way, because you look the mobile and you are alone. 10 years ago, 20 years ago, the situation was completely different, because I said to Massimo, can you help me? Yes, I help you. Now, no. So the process of our work go in this direction. I believe that one interesting story is to look the Indian country for understand the one possible spirits that can help us to live. Ayurvedic medicine, for example. Ayurvedic medicine considers all the body, not one detail. And now we work one detail plus one detail, it's completely different. The way of European market is this. In India, it is another world, the holistic system. But this is our life, this is our work. Thank you very much.
Thank you, our polyhedric Simone Micheli.